Paul Cradle here, back at you with another banger of a video. And so today I'm going to be talking more about my project management journey and what I think about it. I put up a video yesterday, preliminary pilot video. And let me tell you guys something. I'm starting to philosophize a little bit about the course content or the certificate content itself. I've had a little time to do that. I took my Module 2 challenge or test, whatever you want to call it, last night. Failed miserably. Know why. Have a strategy. Will ace it tonight or tomorrow morning. And I have a clue as to why, other than just being tired and having not slept and everything, why I didn't get the 100 that I could get last night. It's because there was a lapse in how seriously I consider this kind of work, how seriously I take this kind of work. Because it's occurred to me that there's a hang-up here. The hang-up is that this isn't real work. Okay? If it project management, if it's something that has management in the title, to me, that just means you're not doing the work. You're not working. Okay? That's why. I think there's a hang-up in my brain that says, if I'm doing this, I'm joining that class of people who don't do the work. Who supervise other people to do the work. You see, and that kind of sickens me. Because it's like there's a war that I'm used to inside me against the people who don't do the work. Whereas I've assumed, always have to be given some dog's work and slug something out. And that's just life. So I've always thought. So it seems to me that the resistance in me about this project management certificate that they don't talk about. See, most of life is unspoken. It's in the implicit realm. It's what they don't say. So Google project management certification program, when they talk about even the beginning course, Foundations of Project Management, they're not going to come out and say, project management is about not doing the work. This might be unfamiliar to you because you might be used to having to do dog's work, having to get your hands dirty or type a lot or take orders, take commands, be given direction, be handed something to do. See, I think that's the hang-up in me that I have to get used to. When you're in project management, see, this is I'll expand on this later in a minute. But when you're in project management, you're gonna be coordinating people to do the work, and you're not gonna do the work. I think that's the hang up that I have deep in my mind that the certification program doesn't address. You're not doing the work. Okay, so this is about the principles of project management, what it is, what they do, and the one thing that they're not saying, which remains implicit, that they can't say it during the program. They can't say. I mean, it's kind of sticking out like a sore thumb after a while, but it's still, they can't say it. They can't say it in the program. But the truth about the program is, you don't do the work. Isn't that what it's about? That they can't say. The most obvious, glaring truth about it is that you don't do the work. Management means you get people to do the work. You coordinate people. But what it means, you have to be comfortable with this concept that you're not going to be doing the work. You managed the project is what you did. And you have to be comfortable saying that. You're not. You're not fighting for the proletariat class or something. There's no. No, you are managing the project. Okay? You are not doing the work. You're managing other people who have to do the work. Or you're not their direct manager. That's one thing that they're saying in the certification program. You have influence without being their direct manager. Kind of makes me curious. What is a direct manager? What do they do that I won't be doing? It's telling me I'm not going to be their boss. Makes me curious. How is this different then? What do bosses do? That's something I'd like to know. What am I not doing that a boss? I'd like to know what a boss would do. What would they tell me if I had to be the direct boss? That's another thing I don't know about. Maybe I'm just getting my feet wet. You got to start somewhere in the world of not doing the work. In the world of being among that class of people who don't do the work, you got to start somewhere. So I don't know about being somebody's direct manager. Direct manager they report to. I don't know about that. They're telling me that, see, that's another thing, man. I got to stop being cynical about all this. It's going to show. You got to be dead serious. When I go to take this module 2 test tonight, I've got to be dead serious that this is what I'm all about. This is the work I do. I am in project management, and this is my work. And the thing that I was going to elaborate on earlier is that when you're a project manager, but you're used to just being the kind of guy who's going to be given some work to do begrudgingly that he doesn't want to do. I have to make sure when I go to work, this is one of the battles I got to fight and win in me. When I get there, I don't look like somebody who needs to be given direction and handed something to do. Because once that happens, you're done. You can't fight it. If you fight it, you're trying to get out of work. That's what you got to do. I've got to make sure I do not look like somebody who needs to be handed something to do. Do not look like a worker. Now, this is going to be a mind game. I'm sure it's a subconscious and it's an unconscious battle that happens. They jockey for the position. They duke it out, but with demeanor and behavior. I gotta make sure. Project management is the work I'm doing. And I'm not standing there like some quiet guy who needs direction from a tall, talkative man with open arms, empty hands and open arms, standing there looking like I need to be given something to do. Gotta make sure I don't look like a guy who needs to be given something to do. That is the battle. Do not look like you are standing there doodling around, doing diddly, needs some direction, doesn't know what to do. No, and don't look like you're doing some busy work or something. No. It's a battle for me, which shouldn't be a battle. This what I'm working towards is for this to just be natural. What the project management certification program won't teach you, but it's something that you could trip on in day one. Make sure that you are perfectly fine not doing the work, yet looking like somebody who is coordinating everybody else's work and doesn't need to be handed something to do. Look like somebody who is giving out orders. Look like somebody who people come to. Look central. Look central. Look like the man that they come to be handed something to do. somebody who they come to, somebody they report back to. Look, if somebody's got to report back to you, that person's not going to be giving you work to do, right? But it could, your demeanor on the job, no matter what your title is, the way the rules of power work, you're going to gravitate toward whatever your demeanor suggests, and then you're going to be stuck with it. So, make sure you are really comfortable joining the new rank of people who oversee the work other people are doing. And make sure you consider that to be the work you are doing. And see, that might be kind of behind how I failed the module challenge last night, because maybe I'm not comfortable deep inside myself with considering this project management stuff to be real work. You can tell that my tone of voice was kind of satirical in my last video. I was sounding almost like a preacher, being just really smart alecky about having an office and all that kind of stuff, as if to just, you know, as if I'm trying to start satirical war against the class of people that the project is for. The project, or the certificate, is for people who don't do the work, and that, you can't be mocking people who don't do the work if you want to get into that work. I can't be mocking people who have a big desk and write the date on a legal pad and call a meeting and stuff. I can't be doing that, because because my demeanor is gonna bleed out from day one that I'm the kind of guy, cynical kind of guy, who arrives at work and has to be handed something to do. Even if I have the role of project manager, if I'm cynical like that about the office and the desk and filing cabinets and looking important and everything and calling a meeting, if I'm cynical about that, they're going to give me work to do. And it's not going to be good. Even if I am project manager, somebody's going to, if they catch my demeanor looking like I'm somebody who needs to be given work to do, they're going to give me work. Thanks for watching.